Right, part 2 of the Space Wolves Codex review, 4th edition.
And once again, it's James and Callum from Segmented Productions.
Right, next unit we're going to go on about is the Wolf Guard. Some very, very nice, if you ask me, units. Because you can take off members of the unit and distribute them amongst your squads, and the sheer amount of war gear you can provide them is better than any sergeant in any codex I've seen.
How many wounds do they have each?
Just one, just the one, but you get the battle leaders have 2.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can give them a guy with Terminator armor with an assault cannon in a Grey Hunter squad. It really adds some firepower to that unit.
That's a personal favourite of his as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's only for 1 in every 5, but you know. But then you can give a guy in Terminator armor a heavy flamer and put him in blood claws. Job done. You're killing things now. You can give them frost blades, a personal favourite of mine, and chain fists, which are now even better in 6th edition, if you ask me. Since they shear through armor.
Mind you, tanks themselves have taken a big hit in 6th edition. Not like taking a big hit as in they become easier to destroy. In general, the heavier tanks like Land Raiders and Monoliths, they kind of remain the same. You just can't use them as offensively. And Rhinos, the tanks haven't been hit that hard. It's just you can't use them in the same way as you used to use them. So you can't roll up a Rhino like on top of an objective and just sit there with a squad of Marines in it to capture it. Now, likelihood is that Rhino will get popped by heavy weaponry. Yeah, because
how many structure points does a Rhino have?
3.
3.
Yeah.
3 glancing hits. What's his armor? It's 12, isn't it?
Yeah, 12 all round.
12 all round.
Not 12 all round.
12 in the front, 11 all round.
I thought it was 12, 11 then. I don't know, I don't play Space Marines. We were both wrong. It's 11, 11, 10.
Right, which means that heavy bolters can glance it today. Imagine that. It's not good.
More importantly, I think everybody's going to be terrified if you run like tanks, Grey Knights with assault cannons and cyborgs, strength 7, 4 shots, rending. Not good.
Not good. Anyway, back
to Space Wolves.
Yeah, they can be used as Terminators as well. So.
What do you do?
Oh yeah. Right. So they're pretty good units actually. Fenrisian Wolves.
I think these don't get used enough, to be honest. I really like them fluff-wise and rule-wise, considering it's not like the kind of unit you're going to roll up like pretty much every other Space Marine unit other than Scouts and just take hits and stuff. I use these to rush up the side of the board through cover and stuff. Always make sure you get a cover save with these guys, considering what's their armor.
6.
Yeah, always make sure you get a cover save with these guys, considering.
Apart from the Side Wolf, who has a 4.
How many side wolves can you take a squad? Is it just 1?
I'm not sure. I think it's just 1.
Can you upgrade an entire squad? Right, like I was saying, you run these up and say if your opponent has a unit of Pathfinders, if you're playing against Tau got a big boost. Just 1, right? You run these up, you get them into combat, and likelihood is right. 3 attacks on the charge. That's pretty damn good.
4 for a Cyber Wolf.
4 for a Cyber Wolf. Do you have to take a handler? Or
no, you don't. There's no handlers.
Okay, right.
There's just attacks.
In that case, yeah, you get them in likelihood is you'll just kill the unit outright because.
But the thing that you use Fenrisian Wolves for most is extra wounds.
And cannon fodder.
You just shove them on a character you want to keep reasonably alive, and then shove them in front. They get killed first. Check is still alright. You can take a maximum of 2, I think it is.
2 per guy.
2 per guy.
How many can you take in the squad?
15, I think.
That's awesome. Like, yeah, have a big squad of 15. 1 wound each, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1 wound each. And just get as many of them in cover as possible. I mean, the likelihood is your opponent will focus fire on the guys that are out of cover to kill them, instead of risking not wounding, well, wounding, but having it saved by cover. So, nice big unit will keep you nice and safe and deal a lot of damage.
Right. Skyclaw Assault Packs. Blood Claws with jump packs. That's all there is to it. And Swift Claw Biker Packs. Blood Claws on bikes.
Well, that was easy.
Thunderclaw, Thunderwolf Cavalry, sorry.
Yeah, I don't like these guys.
I love them.
You see, I don't like them. He never uses them, so I've never played against them. But I just hate their fluff. It's like, why would the Space Marine be riding a wolf in the first place?
Why not?
Good point. But what's next is the next Ward Codex gonna get. I know Ward didn't write that, but
Phil Kelly wrote this one.
you have to admit, Phil Kelly's a good writer, but
He did a very good job of it. Right, Thunderwolf Cavalry is Wolf Guard on a Thunderbolt. Their weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 5, due to being on Thunderwolf, toughness 5,
due to being on the Thunderbolt.
wounds 2, due to being on Thunderwolf, initiative 4, attacks 4, 5 on the charge, leadership 8 for the 3-up save.
Right, we've got all the standard rules. I don't think we've been mentioning counter-attack throughout the Codex, but we'll do it now. Pretty much every single unit in the Codex has
Every
counter-attack.
single unit has
Every single, well, minus your vehicles. Not your walkers, but your
vehicles. I don't know.
But, yeah, they have rending in close combat. I like rending. I just generally do. Namely because, from what I've read in 6th edition, this doesn't have an AP value, it just ignores armor saves outright. Unlike power weapons.
If you hit with the 6.
Yeah, if you hit with the 6, but yeah. So you could potentially kill quite a few Terminators considering 4 attacks, 5 on the charge as well.
Right, well, they have a special rule called Wolfkin, and that is basically any Benresian wolves may reroll field morale checks within 12 inches of Thunderbolt cavalry move. I think this extends to the Thunderwolves you can buy this gear for your Wolf Lord, but I'm not sure.
I assume so. It'll tell you in the you went to the Wolf Lord page and then you jump back.
And there's one there. Just don't come with it.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Anyway,
Right.
Wolf priests are basically Space Marine chaplains that are better.
Depends on the Codex. So. Vanilla Marines, yeah.
Black Templars,
No.
yes.
No, Master of the Sanctity.
What does he do?
He's
I
3
thought it was only in the charge.
No.
There's special rules for.
No, yeah, but just rerun doesn't make it better. Like, you can give him Amentenium Mantle and everything.
Well, rules for the Wolf Priest itself wise, he's not the best. I'm giving him that.
Unlike the Master of the Sanctity.
But the Oath of War allows you to nominate one unit type at the beginning of the game. Infantry or monstrous creatures or tanks, etc. And it allows you to give him and the squad he's with to an enemy. Can't complain. He's on with the Fang of Morkai. These are basically it basically makes a squad killers. And the Wolf Amulet, which is essentially a 4-up and vulnerable save, those source things.
Do they have the equivalent of a Crozius Arcanum? Or do they literally just have a Crozius Arcanum?
I think they have a Crozius Arcanum.
Fair enough. Which are now AP4.
AP4.
Yeah, AP4, which is a big hit to be honest. But the one thing looking at it, and we'll have to wrap this section up in like the next 10 seconds. The first thing that jumps out on the page when I look at the stat line is leadership 10. Leadership 10, that's pretty freaking awesome. Right, so you'll be damn right it is. We'll be back in part 3 of our Space Wolf 6th edition Codex evaluation.
Yes.